Yo, it's Conor Maynard, and when I'm in Toronto, I've got my radio locked to Z103.5.
And we thank you for being here. There was a big petition from Canadians that said we got to get Conor in Canada, and apparently you just couldn't say no.
I know, I couldn't. I had to get here, and I've loved every second of being here. It's been amazing. So I think meeting the fans in Canada has been crazy. So.
One thing they got in common, they all got a hold on me.
How much time do you get a chance to spend at home with your family right now? Because you're always on the road, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have my own place now. I live in London, and I'm originally from Brighton, which is kind of a small town, south coast of the UK. But you know, as soon as I get kind of a free moment, I go down there to see my family, my friends. I try and go back as much as possible. But you know, as they understand that times are extremely busy right now, and I need to do this, otherwise I wouldn't be sitting here right now. No, yeah, it was crazy. I mean, when I first started, it was really just for my friends to hear it, because a lot of people kind of latched onto the fact I could sing, and they were asking me to sing at school, and I got kind of bored of that, and I thought, you know, maybe I should just record things so they can listen to it as much as they want. And yeah, so I started posting things to YouTube, not really thinking in my head, you know, like, I wasn't crying myself to sleep because it wasn't blown up.
Right.
It was just a hobby that I had. And then, yeah, I did a cover of Usher's OMG, and it just went to 100,000 views, and it was like, this is crazy, it came out of nowhere.
Oh my gosh. Baby, I did it again, so I'm gonna let the beat rock. Oh my, baby, let me love you down.
And then the next cover I did after that, because I was like, okay, right, I've got to come in with another big one right now. And I did a cover of Neo's Beautiful Monster, which hit 1 million views.
Beautiful monster, but I don't mind.
Neo himself, he saw it, and someone who's close to him reached out and kind of said, man, like, Neo would love to work with you, he really loves your stuff. And I was a bit like suspicious. I didn't want to kind of fall for it, and then get out to America and then have my friends calling me like, yeah, we were just joking. You can come back now.
It was a prank.
Yeah, way. I'm like, oh great, I'm in New York, stuck. Thanks guys. No, but so I asked, you know, is there any proof? I don't really know if you know Neo. I don't know who you are. Like, that's just the way it is. And then he said, okay, we'll figure something out. And then sure enough, I was sitting on Skype with Neo a few days later, talking about music, and he told me he wanted to sign me. So, you know, it started this massive buzz.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Exactly.
So you finally got signed, which is a great thing, obviously, to have a label supporting you and backing you, because you know you have the YouTube sensation that you've become, but it's a label that will take you to the next step.
Exactly.
Right?
I needed something to kind of the bridge to the next step, I suppose. Like, I got so far with the YouTube stuff, it was kind of like, right, I'm ready to kind of now take the next step and start working on my own album. So
one of my favorite songs that I saw on YouTube of you was the Love Somebody track. You just nailed that track, man. Like that was a home run on that track. And it just shows your voice quality, and you have an amazing voice. Your first single about Can't Say No, millions of hits on this thing.
Yes.
But there are some fans that feel that maybe you should have put out a ballad. I get why you don't put out a ballad first, but
I think you've got to kind of
that route.
You got to come in with something, I suppose, that, you know, is like, for me, when I made it, I was like, I think this is a really good way to start.
Right.
Because if I come in with a ballad, I don't want to give everything away in my first song. Like, I want them waiting for something. I don't want to kind of be like, right, this is my voice, this is how high I can go, this is how low it can go, and that's it, it's done. Like, I wanted it to be like just a catchy song that I really liked when I was recording in the studio, and I thought, you know, I think people will love singing along to this, they'll love to dance to this, and when they get the album, then they're gonna have what they want.
But the album is called A Contrast, so maybe a contrast of different styles on it.
Exactly. I mean, obviously the clues in the name. It's kind
more
of
than just a pretty face.
Yeah. And obviously it's a play on my first name, Conor Contrast, so it's kind of like it all kind of fitted together. And it
that would have been my second guess.
Yeah. It's just like half my name. So it's got a meaning to it. It's kind of, you know, it's different from maybe what people expect. It's different from what's already out there, and yeah, it kind of contrasts. They contrast each other because it's just different genres of songs.
What's the street date on Contrast, and when's it hitting online?
End of
the pre-order right now.
End of July, yeah. It's already up for pre-order on I think that's in the UK though, so I don't know when that will kind of. But I know that it's at the end of July, so that will kind of be available then. And yeah, I'm just excited. I think there's a lot of a lot of cool names you're going to see on that album. So.
Who are some of the people dropping? I know you worked with Pharrell, right? You worked for Pharrell, but go ahead. Here's your chance.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see what Z103.5.
Let's see what noise they make when they hit the floor. Here we go. Well, obviously one of the people I've been working with the album is Pharrell Williams. That was kind of an amazing experience for me. I spent a week in Miami with him. I was working on the first album. There may be an interesting thing with Neo has an input on the album.
Okay, yeah.
So we have to. Another artist who's kind of it's still very early for them over here as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Rita Ora.
Okay, yeah.
She's kind of about to blow up. I think everyone can feel it. Like it's going to go crazy for her.
Somebody famous from Canada kind of dated her, didn't they?
There's
some rumors floating around about that name. Let's start some rumors about Conor. Who is Conor dating?
No one.
Is Conor single? That's the one that people
I
want
need
to know.
someone to hold me. No, I'm single at the moment. I think for me, it's like I think in my head right now, I wouldn't really have the time to give a girl what she would deserve by being with her. I think I'm always all over the place.
Business right now.
Exactly, I'm always all over the place. I'm never at home. I never have time to see anyone. So it's kind of like, it's better to kind of leave that for now and then maybe in the future someone will have me.
And if and when you have that opportunity, what are some of your turn-ons? What are some of the qualities that you're looking for in that significant other?
I think
this is not coming from me. It's from the
dating
people. People are tweeting me saying,
"Why do you want to know
this?"
Why are you taking your clothes off? I think.
Shh! Don't give up the secrets here. Only the people with the video portion of the broadcast get to see that. It was no pants day on Friday. I forgot to put them back on.
Oh, I get it. I think I always find it quite hard to answer that question just because I look back on the previous relationships I've had, like growing up, and they've all been so different. Like the girls that I've been with, there isn't really a common factor between them all. I think for me, it's just if there's a connection there, whether we have the same sense of humour, we like the same things. Like if there is a connection there, then it can grow into something. So I think I don't really have anything where it's like yes you. I think it's just if I meet someone and there's a connection.
If it happens, it happens.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so here I am. I mentioned at the start of the interview that I'm wearing a Beatles shirt.
Yes.
The Beatles were around 50 years ago. They made an impact, such an influence on so many people. 50 years from now, what do you want people to remember of Conor Maynard?
Ooh, what do I want to remember? I think I suppose it's kind of the way that in which I started by myself. I kind of built this kind of thing from the ground up by myself, and then obviously I came out with an album that people loved. I think I just want to I know that when I was doing the covers, I never put anything out that I felt was less than 110%. That I didn't put like everything I had into it. So I feel like with this album, I want to make sure that I've put out something that I'm proud of and that I know people will love. So I think, I'm hoping that people will look back on it in 50 years' time and think, wow, he wasn't as ugly back then.
I want a Conor shirt so I can wear it 50 years from now.
I think it's just, people to look back at the music and still enjoy it. So I think it's just trying to create that timeless sound.
You talked about on the album working with Pharrell as well as Neo.
Yeah.
Is there somebody that you'd like to work with down the road, somebody that you've aspired to over the years? Maybe?
Well, I mean, a massive kind of inspiration to me is a Canadian artist, is Drake.
Yeah.
Absolutely, love his music. I think as a writer as well as an artist, he's kind of incredibly talented. And another artist who I would love to work with is John Mayer as well. I think it'll be kind of crazy to chat with him. I think he writes amazingly as well. So. Them two, either one.
Did Diane Warren write anything for you?
Yes.
Okay.
I did. I spent a session in LA with Diane Warren, which was amazing. That was a crazy experience.
She's written a couple of hits.
Yeah, just a few.
Good to have her on your team.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was really cool, and she was really kind of eager to go. And it was so funny actually. I remember walking in to the first meeting her, and the first thing she said was like, "Isn't he a handsome boy?" And I was like, "This is such a mum thing." Like I was like, "Oh no," I was really embarrassed. But no, it was really funny. She was really cool. So.
Well, that's awesome, and I wish you the best. And I know you've been up for 103 hours. You've been up now.
Yeah. For the last 3 weeks, I think.
Doing TV and media, but thanks for stopping by the Z103.5 studios and your fans. I mean, if they want to hear your song on the radio and get it on our 6 p.m. hit list, they got to call up 416-798-1035. They can email me at monaco@z103.5.com. All the maniacs out there, they got to hit up the Monaco maniac over here and
exactly.
Get your song on the radio and get it played more.
They got to do it. It'll happen.
Well, I wish you all the best, and I thank you for stopping by Z103.5.
Thank you for having me, man.
I can flip over your soundboards, but it's easier on this.
Conor Maynard,
the new #1 hit music station. I love how every single station says that.
They're all number one.
#1. All of you. It's like more like the #2 hit music station.
We're amongst number ones.
The #7 hit music station.